Hey guys, and welcome to the 6th Ranger. In a recent video I did mention that I may be going back and retrospectively watching all of the original Power Rangers episodes, starting from Day of the Dumpster all the way up until as far as we can go. Not just Mighty Morphin, all the seasons, as long as you guys are watching, are entertained. I thought it could be fun to basically kind of review them as we go, react to them, watching them now in 2022 onwards. Now, when I put these up, obviously I can't show the episode for copyright reasons. I can just show me watching it, but I will put a timestamp at somewhere in the video, so you guys, if you choose, can watch it along with me at home, and we can kind of watch it together. I think that'll be pretty fun. I might put the odd screenshot of like the scene in the corner, so you kind of can keep up with where we are in the episode. With all that out of the way, hopefully this is something you guys enjoy. In the comments in the previous video, you did say it was something you'd like to see, so let's do it. I'm going to wear headphones, I'm going to put Day of the Dumpster on, and I'm going to sit here and watch it. It's a tough day in work. Okay. Here we are. 3, 2, 1. Go. No matter how many times I hear that music, it never gets old. To conquer Earth. I'm pretty sure it's Power Rangers and listening to Power Rangers as a kid that got me into heavy metal as an adult. Go, go, Power Rangers. I don't even need the timestamp, I'm just going to sing along, so you can just sync the audio there. It's funny, no matter how many times I've watched Power Rangers as a grown man, I still get that same feeling of nostalgia, that same little bit of excitement that you get as a kid when you hear that theme, when the episode starts. It just never goes away. If you guys do enjoy this video and we go through all of the episodes, I'm not sure I'll sit through the intro every time. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I totally forgot this actually begins with shots of space and a space shuttle. Astronauts. It's a giant space dumpster. What else would it be? I love how the astronauts clearly have... Oh, they're antennae. I thought they were strings. Is this really how you would react if you were a professionally trained astronaut and you found a space dumpster? Would you just run over and open it? I'm sure there'd be some kind of protocol to follow. Oh, Rita's having a coming out party. Why was there never an Angel Grove Youth Centre around me growing up? A place where they sell nice juices, they have weights, a place to train martial arts. This sounds like an awesome place. Although I essentially own a place like that now. That's where we are right now. In a martial arts gym. With weights, martial arts, and protein shakes. Again, it's funny going back watching this as an adult and realising how much of an influence this show has had on my entire life. Not only am I a massive heavy metal fan, but I'm a lifelong martial artist and I own a martial arts gym. It's literally probably all come from Power Rangers. Power Rangers and Dragon Ball Z. And Batman. It's also interesting to look back and remember that not all of the characters are necessarily trained martial artists before they get their powers. Like Billy in episode 1 is about to have his first ever karate class, which is cool. And again, it's that allows kids to relate, right? So whether you're a trained martial artist watching it and being like, yeah, I do karate, or you've never done it, you can relate with Billy. Like it's just it hit all the right things at all the right times. You got the school bullies, standing up to the school bullies. It's really fortunate that those crash mats were in place for Trini and Kimberly to throw Bulk and Skull. Just move this mic. Oh, that's right, Goldar's original voice doesn't sound quite so goofy back at the start of Season 1. It's interesting that... So listening to the... This is a random fact here. They're teaching karate. Jason is teaching karate and Billy is obviously taking part. And Jason then says paro, which I'm pretty sure is Portuguese? Or Korean? It's not Japanese, right? I don't think it's Japanese, and it's a Japanese martial art. So a little bit of confusion there by the writers, I think. I only know that because I know the word. It's either Taekwondo or Jiu-Jitsu. So it's either Portuguese or Korean. Anyway, Bulk and Skull have arrived for their lesson. And to be honest, this is also something that I find very relatable, because when I started martial arts and I was in school, you always had these people that thought they were above it and made fun of it by going, "What?" It's real. There's always idiots out there. And to be honest, Bulk showing off his kicks, comparing with Jason, not as bad as you'd expect. Okay, that was pretty bad. The juice bar is just such a good set. I feel like no season of Power Rangers has hit that sort of main hangout set the same. I mean, Dino Fury, they've got the, I forgot the name of it, that kind of social media place where they all work out. It's not the same. Ernie's juice bar is the one. Can you guys think of any other hangout spots they've got that have really good sets that feel real and also have a practical application? Like hanging out, lifting weights, practicing their martial arts, practicing gymnastics. It's just... I feel like Mighty Morphin just got it all right. Even though there are some poor episodes and some poor writing, Mighty Morphin... Not teenagers! I used to be offended by that. Now I get it. I get it. Back to a bit of metal. Bit of power metal. Even the Command Center set, it's clearly low budget. We're talking early 90s kids TV show, it's not going to be high budget, but it does the job, and I feel like the sort of sparkly lens flares really, really go a long way here. A fully sentinel difunctional automaton. The most 90s lines ever from Kimberly as well. Like, I am totally confused. So this form of storytelling still works today. We get introduced to the villains and the main storyline kind of at the start with Rita's coming out party, and then we learn about them with our main characters. So as Zordon is explaining to the Rangers what's going on, we also learn. So again, we relate with the characters. They've just received their morphers. I can play along with them. I also don't think that Zords have ever looked as good as they did back then. As soon as they switched over to CG Zords, it all went downhill, in my opinion. Also still the best looking Megazord? I might be causing some debates in the comments here, but this guy back here, still the one. Debatable, but I also like this scene where they all kind of reject the power from the very beginning. They're all like, ah, we're all a load of rubbish, I'm getting out of here. But from the very start, Jason Lee Scott, he doesn't want to leave. He is enticed, and straight away showing why he is chosen as the leader. I've also never noticed that. Rita comments on how she's surprised that Zordon picks teenagers for the power. First time we see putties get made. Oh, amazing. I like how they all leave. Zach comments there on, guys, we were talking to a giant floating head, it's stupid. But yeah, they all stole the morphers. They didn't give the morphers back before they decided not to take the powers. They're like, no thank you, we're not saving the world, but these power morphers, yeah, we'll keep those. Bloody teenagers. If you put yourself in this scenario in real life, and yourself and 4 of your friends are attacked by a bunch of strange grey monsters that are just going, would you really do what Zach does and just start dancing your way towards them? Amazing, but questionable decision. How do they know how to use the morphers? And they all know what to shout out from the very start. Whoa, here comes Goldar. Do I have a Goldar figure? Yes, I do. Dude, the fight scenes still hold up. Like, I know the cast were obviously, when in costume, Japanese stunt performers, but they had skills. How many kids' TV shows in the early 90s really had this many, like, jump spinning kicks and flips and just fight scenes? It's great. Make my Goldar grow. It's funny, as a kid, I always remember every episode, week in, week out, when it got to the section where the monster would grow and the guys, the Rangers would summon the Zords and the Megazord, I would always kind of switch off a little bit. It's funny. I always wanted just to see the fighting, the martial arts. I didn't want to see robots going ha, 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 really stiff. I liked the stunts. I liked the movement. As an adult, I still enjoy that side of it. It's probably still my favorite aspect, but I appreciate the Zords these days. And it's funny, I think it's normally the opposite. I think kids love the Zords usually. Another thing that Mighty Morphin has over every other season of Power Rangers is the music. Throughout the entire season, or 3 seasons, the music is just on point. Ron Wasserman, I think. From the main soundtrack to what else we got? Go Green Ranger Go, banger. I Will Win, that's another good one. So the Megazord is formed, but it's not fully upright yet. The first time it goes upright is iconic. Here we go. Activating Megazord battle mode. God, that is so iconic. The way it kind of folds up right into itself. And then the thing comes down. Chest plate comes across and the horns come. Oh, it's so cool. Never gets old. I really hope you guys are watching this along with me, otherwise it's just going to seem weird. So Zach just said, Jason, that blow didn't even phase him, referring to the Megazord hitting Goldar. Or might be Billy that said it. But anyway, it didn't phase him, yet Goldar flew back and rolled a few times. It looked like it phased him to me. Can you imagine how difficult it is for the actors to do fight scenes in these costumes? Oh, the Power Sword. How many Power Swords are there? I'm pretty sure Jason's sword is called the Power Sword, and there's the Power Sword later on, and that's the Power Sword. Oh no, you've made Rita angry! Goldar just promised it won't happen again. You won't fail again. The 3 rules of being a ranger revealed. So 90s, I love it. We just had a full-on nut. Love it. Gotta have the 90s freeze frame to end the episode. That's how it's done. And there are the credits. That's it. That was episode 1. Now, I'm going to take these off while that plays. Episode 1 done. I have obviously seen that since 1994 or whenever it came out, 93. I don't know. Whenever I first started watching it as a kid, I have obviously seen it in that time. Multiple times. But it's been probably over a year since I've watched that episode, and watching it while literally thinking of reacting to it for the channel, it puts a different perspective on it, because I'm not just watching it for entertainment and to chill out. I'm watching it to kind of react and break down to it. So you kind of break it down, sorry. So you kind of look at it in a different light, and my aim for these is to kind of see whether it holds up. We've obviously had Dino Fury recently, and other seasons, Ninja Steel and all those. So when comparing those and then going back to this, trying to see if it really compares. Is modern day Power Rangers still better? Or does the older always mean better? And if I'm honest, I enjoyed that. Even though I've watched it a million times over my life probably, I enjoyed that 10 times more than watching the first season of Dino Fury. It may be nostalgia, but I also feel like I know for a fact, like in my heart, I know that anything that comes after this is some form of copying, in a way. You know what I mean? I know they come up with a franchise from Mighty Morphin and it's just been expanded on from that point, but whenever things work in Dino Fury, I feel like it's just because they've taken it from something that worked well in the past. Not to say that there aren't aspects of the newer seasons that aren't good and well thought out and portrayed well and delivered well, but Mighty Morphin is still the one. If you guys did watch it along with me, which I hope you did, be sure to let me know how you felt watching it in the comments down below. But before anything else, obviously we've just sat here for 20 to 30 minutes now talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Episode 1. Was this something you enjoyed? I know this is going to get less views than the average video I do, but that's okay, as long as you guys enjoyed it. Do you want me to carry on going through all the seasons? If you do, make sure you let me know, because I don't want to sit here for half hour a day watching these episodes and then spend time editing them and then upload them if none of you even want to see it. So it's really important for me to get your feedback on if I should continue watching these episodes. Next up, we do have episode 2 titled High Five, and there are lots and lots of episodes of Mighty Morphin, so we could keep this going for a couple of years, in fact. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you let me know. But if you don't, thank you all so much for getting this far into the video anyway. Thank you for even clicking on the video, for liking, disliking, commenting, whatever you've done. Thanks for your support, or interaction if you're not supporting me. And I guess I will see you next time on the 6th Ranger. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. It helps us out a lot. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. Let's do it, Ranger Army. See you guys.